Hello and welcome to Goa News Now. Well, friends, today I am with a personality who need no introduction. After 38 years of long dedicated service in education field, the personality today is retiring. Retiring only officially, but mentally, physically, he is always there for this department. He is Dr. R B Patil. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Before I start up, I also want to say that he was even my professor during my college time, and we have learned lot from him. And he is the only one who has taught us that sociology plays very vital role in day-to-day life. So we have many questions, and we want to know how actually sir started his career in education field. So let's check the answers from him only. Sir, first question: when you started this profession, you had any idea that you will come into education field, or you wanted to do something else?
No, I wanted to be a teacher. I was greatly influenced by my teachers, uh, and I was influenced by their teachings. And I also thought that this is a very noble job. This would be a great service to the society. We will be contributing to the society by developing necessary skills, necessary knowledge among the students, who in turn contribute to the society. And therefore, I joined this profession by my willingness.
At what age you started, and what exactly you did for our viewers to know, so that they should also, if somebody is interested in teaching, can follow your footsteps.
See, I uh, started teaching immediately after my post graduation in sociology. I joined the great institution, MES College, in 1984 and at the age of 23. Since there were lot of variations, cultural variations, etc., I did face several difficulties initially in terms of language, in terms of food, in terms of culture in general. But with the support, advice, and guidance of Principal M.S. Kamath sir, I could withstand all those difficulties and come out of them. And later on, I did not face any much difficulty.
So from Karnataka to Goa, that there was total cultural change. But since you were residing in Belgaum, so more or less similarity was there.
Uh, can't particularly with reference to me. I was born and brought up in a village, and till college education, I studied in a rural areas. Only for post graduation, I went to a town, Dharwad, uh, to complete my MA in sociology. And particularly myself was a very simple person, not used to a very progressive or advanced culture, coming from a little conservative type of culture. I found it little difficult to adjust in the beginning years. To be true, I was even thinking of going back to Karnataka, but with the support of my all colleagues and principal, I could remain here and adjust very fast. Transformation took place very fast. Since we are not so much used to speak in English, we used to write a good English, but in day-to-day life, we were not communicating in English, and that was a little difficulty. But since basically we were good in English, I could pick up English also very fast, very fast.
Sir, one thing I can vouch on behalf of others who have taken education under you, that sociology is a real different kind of
Yeah.
subject, which usually is seen in everyday life, but theoretically people won't understand it so nicely. So why sociology only?
See, sociology is a living subject. You can relate sociology to the realities of life. For example, we study in sociology the caste system, and we are very much influenced by the caste in our day to day life also. So, whatever you learn in theory, you are able to relate that to your day to day life. Likewise, even if you speak about culture, culture which includes your religion, your language, your art, etc., that also you can relate. So, sociology is a subject wherein a student can relate the sociology to his day to day life, so sociology becomes more interesting. And sociology is a very, very significant subject because understanding of sociology is very, very important, not only to understand the people, their behavior, but also even to solve the problems of the society. Because every social problem or any problem has a sociological aspects.
Okay.
Even for example, take simple problem of garbage problem which we are facing. It has several sociological aspects. It has a sociological aspect in the sense it is a behavioral problem. Garbage is a more a behavioral
Created by
problem.
people only.
People. So therefore, you can relate sociology with all these things.
Yeah, sir. One more thing. In 1984, when you started your professional career, and today is 2022, what changes you see in terms of education?
See, from 1984 till today, lot of changes have taken place. Those days, in 1984, emphasis was only on teaching and learning. But today, you find emphasis on research, you find emphasis on extension work, you find emphasis on the development of critical skills, analytical skills. You find more emphasis of use of technology, and also the contents of the syllabus also changed with the changing society. So now we have something called a NAC, which accreditates the institution based on the performance in various fields, and that NAC assessment and accreditation had led to the improvement in the quality of education. The emphasis of NAC is on quality, quality in everything. So today, emphasis is on quality of education, quality of education. So nowadays, there is a change also as far as students' level of understanding is also concerned. They are much better. They have access to technology. They can access information on the tip of the button, and therefore they have much more information, much more knowledge than what the earlier students had, because earlier students didn't had access to these modern facilities. So facilities wise also, for example, now there is a lot of emphasis on sports also, and good facilities are available. So there is a lot of change in the education.
So, but for a new, for a student, it is easy. For a student of today's, he is already addicted to all this new technology. For a teacher, how much difficult it is to transform himself to to this current
It
condition.
is difficult for teachers like me who are old generation teachers. But this new generation teachers, they very easily adapt to this new technology. But the teachers like us who belong to old generation find it difficult to adjust to this new system. New system.
Still, we say our old teachers like you, they are the best because the kind of education that time it was happening and the kind of education what we have seen today is two different aspects.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, one more thing which I was very curious to know. I have seen this has become a trend in MES college at least. More of teachers now are getting themselves PhD degree, high number including you. How this inspirations comes that a teacher should come forward, and at this age, what age you actually got your PhD degree?
I got in 1996. Means I was born in 2000, 1960, 70, around 38 years, 36 years.
36
Yes, yes, at the age of 36 years.
How much easy it was or difficult?
Those days it was really difficult. Um, those days it was very vigorous, very vigorous. And this information was also not so easily available. We had to practically go to other universities like Mumbai University, Delhi University to collect information. But now, because of technology, they need not go to all these universities. They can get sitting at home itself. And also, those days guides were very strict, very disciplined. They wanted the quality. They wanted to happen certain things in a particular manner, and therefore these PhD students used to be under a lot of pressure to meet those demands of the guide. But in general, it was a very good experience. Particularly in a research, you need to conduct field work wherein you have to meet the people, speak to them, and collect information. That gives you lot of understanding of the topic. That also helps you to develop this self-study, critical analysis. So in that way, PhD was a good.
Basically, it was in old earlier time. It was a practical PhD. Now it is a theoretical PhD. Or means moreover, everything is available.
Available, but not exactly. Today's also they conduct field work. It is not that. Only it has, because of technology, it has become little easier. That's all.
My question, because why I asked you, because after you, many people have succeeded in getting
At
doctorate.
this level, I want to tell you, I had many firsts to my credit in this college. I was the first one to get the PhD in the college. I was the first one to be recognized as a reader. I was the first one to be recognized as a PhD guide. And I was the first one to produce the PhDs. Already under my guidance, 4 students have got the PhD. Great. And one more student is about to submit also. Yes. So
that's a good achievement.
Yes. And also, very recently, I got a professor's designation. Professor is the highest designation in this teaching. First is the assistant professor, second is the associate professor, last one is the professor. So I got that designation by going through the proper procedure which was conducted by the Goa University. At present, I am the only professor in the college.
In our time, we have seen you very good at teaching. So from teaching to principal, and today retiring. You must have seen this all phases.
Yeah.
Which role was much easier, principal role or teacher role?
I think teacher role was much better because there you enjoy, you are amongst the students, you feel very young, and then you like teaching. And when you are in the midst of the group of the students, you feel good. But as far as principals, there are a lot of pressures, a lot of stress is there. You have to deal with different kinds of people. You have to take care of everything. There is a UGC to ask, there is a university to ask you, there is an act to ask you, there is a management to ask you, there is a staff
So
members,
many.
students, so many. So therefore, that is challenging, more stressful in this. But still, because of cooperation of the management and the staff, I did enjoy it, and we did lot of work during that.
Sir, you must have seen MES college transforming, from your start date till today. Many things have changed. From infrastructure wise to education style to the style of teaching, aids and everything. So anything that you want to highlight that which you feel is the best among all colleges in Goa in MES.
See, in MES, I think teachers are the best. They are the best because they take personal care of the students. They are always concerned about the students. They are always ready to help the students in any difficulty, whether it is academic, finance, or any family problem. And therefore the students get attracted to the MES college, and they are also good teachers. They they want to give a best education to the students. They always think that when a student goes out of the institution, they should be able to get some decent job, and they should be able to lead a good life. That is their concern. So teachers are the uh, great asset of this institution, and supported by the management. And in recent years, the management, and with the effort of the teachers also, many new courses are introduced. Like earlier we had only arts and commerce. Today we have BBA, BCA, MCOM, and also we had 2 years MA in English. We have research centers in sociology and economics. So and also certain new subjects are introduced. So because of this, there is a lot of improvement in teaching and learning, and that is the very significant aspect of this MES college.
And any dream that you have you had for the MES college, which you want that in future MES should become like this, or should be.
Actually, really, I have that dream. MES college should become like a BITS Pilani. I was really greatly influenced by this. And I was closely connected with that institution in terms of their infrastructure, in terms of their teaching faculty, etc. I want our MES college also to look like the Birla Institute of Science and Technology. Yes.
We
In
also
all
hope
aspects, in all aspects.
we also hope that MES should come to that level, and definitely one day it will come.
Yes, surely,
And
surely.
sir, another aspect is when you look at the MES college, it wants to increase its capacity. Every year, it wants to increase its from infrastructure wise to teaching capacity. Things are increasing. So there is another thing that is coming up. From KG to
PG.
PG. You had a chance to have that you were there in that function where the chief minister also announced. So what is your thinking on that particular aspect?
See, this is KG to PG is a process. It will take its own time, because it requires many things like finance, permissions, and many more things. So, management is in that process of achieving that objective of KG to PG, and we have certain advantages, like we have a good campus, lot of land is available, which is very important to start any new courses, etc. So with this initiative, and we have a very management which is very active, uh, which wants to do something more to the society. I think with this, it should happen in course of time. It should happen.
And any likely role that you will play after retirement, or you will enjoy your retired life?
To be true, I want little do some other activities
Activity.
other than the teaching and related to education. Childhood and during adulthood, I had certain likings towards certain activities, like working for a village. There is a lot of scope, and then agriculture. I am now more interested in those things.
Please do call us to, even
Surely.
report on that aspect
Yes,
if you do something.
surely, surely, surely.
Any message, your last message to the MES institution as well as the students who have studied under you and are studying?
My this message comes from my life experience. The message is that we need to work hard with all sincerity, with some well thought, well defined future plans. Then some timely decisions and timely investment is necessary for any institutions to grow. So students need to emphasize more on not only on their studies but also on developing certain important skills which the today's labor market requires, which the corporates require. Corporates today are not interested in mere theoretical knowledge. They are more interested in performance, they are more interested in results, they are more interested in the candidates who can solve the problems. So that kind of skills the today's students need to develop. Not just having a bookish knowledge is not going to help them. So these skills are more important. So that is my suggestion to the students and to the teachers and management.
So thank you very much talking to us, and you really answered all our questions very well, and your inspirational keynote words. I'm sure the students and even teaching faculties will take a note of it. Thank you very much. Thanks for talking to
I
us.
also thank you very much, Naveen. I am very proud of you. You came and took interest in conducting this interview.
Thank
Thank you
you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks
you
a
very
lot.
much.
Keep watching Goa News Now.